Hi my friends, happy Monday. I hope you all had a fabulous weekend. I don't know if you have snow outside at your house, but we're having a little bit of unusual weather today. What's up with that? Anyways, so today I wanted to talk about some vocabulary skills, working through identifying and describing categories, so what group something belongs with, attributes, so again describing how it looks, maybe color, shape, size, where you find it, what you use it for, which would also be functions, so what we use objects for. So those types of things will help your children to describe items and increase the vocabulary skills. For some of your children, it would be super important if they are having trouble identifying a word to you. So for instance, if they're saying something and you just can't understand them, you don't know what they're talking about, if you have them use their describing techniques, so identifying category, object, function, attributes, things like that, it will help you better be able to understand what they're talking about. So having them use these different vocabulary features will be a nice way for them to be able to help you understand what they're talking about, and these activities can help just increase vocabulary overall. So I will be attaching a little handout. It looks like this. So there's a couple different ones. That particular one was categories. There's also a handout that has attributes and functions, and it just lists different types of them to find throughout your house. So for instance, this categories one, it's a scavenger hunt. And it says try to find a type of, and it labels different ones: clothing, animals, toys, drinks, things like that. Now for some of your children, it'll be super easy for them to be able to name different kinds of fruits. They'll just be able to tell you 3 different kinds of fruit: strawberry, watermelon, blueberries. For other students, or for other children, it might be a little harder for them, and you might need to verbally tell them, okay, if I have a strawberry, a watermelon, and a blueberry, those are types of, and have them identify the category itself, what groups it belongs to, so that way they can work on identifying those types of things. Another example would be, so if I have yellow, blue, and green, those are types of colors. So having them identify the actual group name itself, as opposed to just generating items that might be part of that group. So just 2 different ways you can work on that skill. Same thing with attributes. So one of the other sheets on there has attributes. Again, it looks very similar. It looks just like this, and it says try to find something that is soft, heavy, sweet. Again, it just gives different kind of vocabulary words to help them describe something. So again, they might not be able to tell you something that is hard, like a chair or a desk. You might need to give them 3 items that they then can help you name that attribute. So for example, I have a desk, I have a wall, and I have a mirror. Those are all things that are are they soft or are they hard? So you might need to give them additional words to help them identify the attribute that you're talking about, or the describing feature. Another activity with regards to attributes is you can have them name for you 3 features of a certain object. So for instance, I could say, all right, I have something that is yellow, it's up in the sky, and it's very bright. What is it? So I'm giving them some of those attributes, and they're having to name an item. Or you could do it the reverse way and give them an object and have them identify 3 features for you. So it's almost as if they're giving you clues and you have to figure out what it is. So for instance, I might tell one of my students, tell me 3 things about a cow. So they might tell me it's black and white, it lives on a farm, it eats hay, different things like that, you can help them in describing it. So for instance, if they're not able to come up with an attribute, one of those describing terms that are in that one handout, you might give them clues like, tell me what color it is. Tell me, where do you find it? So again, just helping them through being able to use those different describing terms. And then the last handout that was on here was function, which I already kind of touched upon. It just has to do with what you use it for. On this sheet, again, it's a scavenger hunt. Try to find something that you read, wash, drink. So again, if you wanted to just do some talking with them about the skill, you might give them the following phrase. Show me something that you use to brush your hair. And they might bring you over a brush or a comb if they can't do it on their own. Or you could do it vice versa, and you could show them a brush or a comb and say, what do we use this for? So again, if they can't just find those items in the scavenger hunt, or if you just want to do it verbally with them, those are two different ways of working on that skill. So that's it for today. Again, we're working on those vocabulary and using attributes, categories, functions in order to be able to describe things and help increase those vocabulary skills, as well as help you understand what they're trying to say if they're unintelligible with it the first time, if you don't know what words they're talking about. So check out that resource and have fun with your scavenger hunt. I will see you guys later.